Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Deep. You're watching Scent Saga. Welcome to another episode of Scent Saga Overseas, where we talk about perfumes which are not based in India. And today's perfume of the day is Jean Lowe Immortal. Now, this is that one particular perfume that I was completely wrong about, okay? I didn't buy this perfume for a long duration of time because I had something in my head which stopped me from buying this perfume. The reason was, this perfume is based on the DNA of grapefruit, ginger, ambroxan. So whenever I hear the term, grapefruit, ginger, ambroxan, I feel that this is the DNA of Bulgari Tiger. I already had Theoreme with me. I already had a decant of Turathi Blue with me. And I have got a bunch of other perfumes in this similar DNA. And I thought that is going to be a redundant perfume and I don't need to try this out, okay? Also, there was a couple of posts online which said that Louis Vuitton's answer to Bulgari Tiger was Immensite, which this perfume is trying to clone. So I thought that this is going to be another DNA which is going to smell very similar. Why get this, okay? And whenever I searched online about this particular perfume, I always used to get this one particular statement. This is a much more deeper, a richer DNA than the Bulgari Tiger, and that is it. Like, if you have a Bulgari Tiger, imagine a more richer, deeper perfume. That is what I used to get. And also one more thing was said, that the ginger over here is amped up. So they didn't kind of make any real world difference to me. And that is the reason I never purchased the perfume up until I smelled the same from one of my friends. He was carrying a decant of this particular perfume and he told me, I have this perfume. I think you should try this out. It's awesome. So the moment I smelled this one, from that particular decant, it was kind of like love at the first sniff. I was like, man, this is so different. For all these years, I have not tried out the DNA just because I had a mental block. Then I purchased this perfume, and this is where I need to give my shout out to Alex Bloom. Alex Bloom made sure that I get this perfume at a discounted rate, and thanks to them, I'm able to make this video and get this perfume at a much cheaper cost. So in case you're looking for perfumes online for your next purchase, please check out alexbloom.com. They are selling genuine perfumes online. Also, the pricing and the listing are top notch. They're doing an exceptional job with the shipping as well. But a quick disclaimer, whenever you're buying perfumes online, always compare the price across your favorite websites, but ensure that the website are selling genuine perfumes. In case of Alex Bloom, there is no issue with genuinity. So again, a huge shout out to Alex Bloom for helping me source this perfume at a much more cheaper rate. Now, getting back to the perfume. Before I talk about the scent profile of the perfume, I want to tell you the bottle presentation and what this perfume looks like, okay? So this is the bottle of Jean Lowe Immortal. This looks very similar to a bottle of Louis Vuitton, okay? This is imagination, not the Immensite. Very similar to Louis Vuitton's magnetic cap bottle. This has a very similar magnetic cap bottle. It's like a copy or a mirror image. The mirror image is so profound that they went ahead and kind of copied the outer shell as well, okay? This is Louis Vuitton. This is Maison Alhambra's Jean Lowe Immortal. So I don't want to comment on whether it's good or bad because I'm more focused on the juice over here and a lot of companies are doing the same. So I don't want to be the judge over here. But coming to the scent, this is an awesome perfume. This is an EDP concentration and the blend of this perfume is awesome. Let me show you the atomizer as well. The blend is not synthetic at all. It's a very well blended, well-rounded perfume. Although there is a little bit of alcoholic blast, but it gets settled within the first 30-40 seconds or even a minute and the perfume will settle down. And this is not a cheap quality, low quality perfume, okay? This is an awesome perfume and the pricing that is listed in majority of the website is between 2000 to 2500. I think in Alex Bloom, this perfume is listed at 2100 to 2200 rupees, okay? So in terms of the pricing, it's not that expensive because the DNA that it carries is top notch. So coming back to the scent profile, why is this perfume special? Okay, so let me explain the notes as well as compare it to the notes of Theoreme, and at the same time I will tell you how they're different and what is the use cases of each perfume. Okay, so in case of Jean Lowe's Immortal, I'm gonna call it Immortal from now onwards. Okay, in case of Immortal, there is a very big difference in the opening. Although both the perfumes like Theoreme and Immortal opens up with the same notes of grapefruit, ginger. Over here, the ginger is more amped up. Here, the ginger is the hero and the grapefruit is kind of like the supporting characters. In case of Theoreme, there is no hero. Ginger and grapefruit is balanced. In case of Immortal, ginger is more amped up than grapefruit. That is one difference. Also in case of theorem, the note is very simple. It's grapefruit, it's ginger, it's ambroxan, done. But in case of Immortal, the notes are much more complex and nuanced. It has got sage, it has got rosemary in the mid note, it has got musk, it has got amber, it has got labdanum, it has got geranium along with ambroxan at the base. Those added nuances makes this perfume actually smell richer and more deeper than theorem. So when I was reading the notes, I was not able to understand the real world complexity, but now after smelling the two, I can. I'll try and explain it in a much more layman way. So if in case you're confused, like I was, this pictorial representation might help you out. So imagine theorem to be a lemonade, which is more simpler to make. What happens in a lemonade? It's lemon, it's water, it's sugar, it's salt, done. What happens when you make a mojito? Over there is mint, there is some other elements that you will place into that. The base is same, lemon, sugar, salt, water. But now you're adding in more stuff to make the mojito. What happens when you make the mojito? It has got more characters, it has got a different taste. Although the base is similar, the similar kind of thing happens with Jean Lowe Immortal. Although it's based on that same DNA, but it has got more nuanced characteristics. So when this perfume opens up, this opens up in a very different way than theorem. If you have theorem, buying an Immortal will not make the DNA redundant. Rather, it's going to be like stepping up one notch above theorem, in my opinion. So I feel that if you ever own Immortal, I think you're not going to go back to the DNA of Tiger, which is theorem. But in case you have a theorem or a Turathi Blue, stepping it up to Immortal will be a better choice for you. Personal opinion. It can differ from person to person, okay? Now, in terms of the overall performance, there is also a huge difference because of the complexity of the notes. Theorem, initially when I bought it, it was not performing well. After maceration for almost a year, this started performing really good. So much so that I get around 6 to 7 hours of longevity when applied on the clothes, and I get whiffs almost at the second or the third hour as well. In terms of the projection, this now projects for almost an hour and the projection is noticeable. In case of Immortal, it's like theorem plus 1. Why do I say that? This offers a better projection, almost 20 to 30% stronger than that of theorem. Also, the duration is higher. It kind of projects for almost 1.5 to 2 hours when applied on the clothes, at least for me. It creates a bigger scent trail or a bigger scent bubble or sillage around me. So whenever I'm moving, people at a much larger distance is able to get the whiffs of this perfume compared to theorem. Also, in terms of the longevity, this would stay on my clothes for almost 7 to 8 hours easily. And this has only been like 3 to 4 months that this is resting on my shelf. So after maybe a year, I feel that the performance on this one is going to increase more. Now, let's come to another point that I felt should be addressed. Theorem feels like, or the DNA of Tiger feels more linear. There is not much transition. The way it opens up, it kind of ends in the same way. Only the citruses will evaporate faster than the other notes. But in case of this Immortal, the transition is more profound. You will get to feel the transitioning of the perfume from the ginger heavy note to more herbal and spicy notes to that ambery woody note at the base. The transition is more noticeable and feels more pleasant. Also, due to this transition, this makes this perfume more versatile because it feels like the perfume is changing across different weathers. Example, during the summers, this perfume will feel very refreshing, ultra refreshing in my opinion, because of the notes of ginger and the grapefruit at the top and the ambroxan at the base. This feels superly refreshing during the summers. But the same perfume during the winters feel different. Now, due to the added note of amber, labdanum, sage, rosemary, this perfume feels more comforting, more warm during the winters, which is weird, like a perfume transitioning based on the different climates or the weathers and setting up different moods for you. So that is the reason at the beginning when I said that now this is one of my favorite versatile perfumes under 2,500 rupees. That is the reason I said that. In case of theorem, what really happens is the DNA is kind of neutral and linear and the transitions are less, but this tend to work less during the winters, okay? For the summers, for the monsoons or say the spring or autumn, this will work great, but during the winters, this kind of falls short in terms of the DNA. But this Immortal, kind of shines through during the winter as well. And the only place where I think I cannot recommend this perfume is if you're staying in a place like Leh, Ladakh or Kashmir, or winters in Himachal where the weather is very, very, very cold and dry. Apart from that, if you're living in an area, say Mumbai, where the winters are there but it's moderate. Say Kolkata, where the winters are there but it's moderate and most of the time you have a hot and humid weather. I think the only perfume, if you have to just buy one perfume, if you have this, I think you're gonna smell nice through and through the entire year. That is how versatile I feel this perfume is. Now, in terms of the use cases, who should buy this perfume, who should skip this perfume, and what are the occasions where I feel this perfume is, better to be used. So let's talk about who should not buy this perfume. If you are into gourmand perfumes only, or if you're into boozy perfumes only, anybody who is not fond of citrus perfumes should not get this perfume. In case you love citrus-based perfumes, or you have no problem or no cognitive biasness for any citrus-based perfume, you can hands down go for this perfume. This is going to be the best citrus-based perfumes that you might have in your collection, according to me. But I'm not hyping this up. This is my opinion about the perfume, okay? Now, what is the best use case for this perfume, okay? What are the areas where you can use this perfume? Apart from a wedding where everybody is, applying perfumes and you have to stand out, only in that particular area I feel that this perfume is redundant, because this will make you smell nice but will not make you stand out. Okay, but any other place, be it a date, be it school, be it college, be it office, casual gathering with friends, or any particular situation, I think this perfume shines through across all the places. And I feel that every single time anybody who comes in close contact with you or is in your vicinity smells this on you, they will understand that you are a nice smelling gentleman. Although I can't guarantee that you're going to get compliments, I am pretty sure that they will understand that the perfume is nice, you smell nice. If that is the end goal for you, to smell nice, this will do the job very, very, very well for you, okay? And the perfume is also sophisticated in terms of the entire DNA. It doesn't feel like a cheap DNA in my opinion. It feels very complex, very sophisticated, very, 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 Theoreme used to be one of the sophisticated DNAs that I used to recommend to people. Now, this also comes in that same bracket. This is equally sophisticated and a bit more complex, a bit more richer, a bit more mature than Theoreme, okay? So that's kind of my take as to why I feel that Jean Lowe Immortal is now one of my favorites. And in case you have any queries or concerns about Jean Lowe Immortal or any perfume for that matter, use the comment section to connect with me, or you can connect with me via Instagram, which is Saga Online, and I will try to answer all your queries as soon as possible. So with that, this is Deep signing off. I'll see you on the next one very soon. Bye-bye.